Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. How are you doing, class? I hope that you're doing well. I welcome you to English Grade 6 video lessons. My dear learners, I'm your English teacher Zia. Let's get started with another SLO from our reading and critical thinking competency. Today we will be covering an SLO. It says that we need to present a response by retelling the story, rating the book, and sharing opinions. So, what are we supposed to do is we need to read a story, any short story, any fiction, it says over here, and we are going to respond to that text, to that story. We will be retelling it. We will be telling it in our own words, in our own style and understanding. And not only this, but also we will rate the book, whether it's a novel, a novelette, it's a book of a short story, we will rate it and we will also be sharing our opinions about that story. So we will be really good and critical readers and thinkers. Now, we need to actually respond to the text by retelling the story, by giving a rating and giving our opinions. Now, my dear learners, before beginning, here you can see a vertical linkage of our SLO which links us to the previous grade. And now, I want you to be prepared and ready for today's brainstorming session. Before we begin, as we always do, you need to think about it. You can pause the video, take some time, put a timer on, think about it, and now the question that I'm putting forward to you is that what are some different types of stories you enjoy reading or watching? And another part is you have to think about a book or any film you recently enjoyed with a very good story, and what did you like or dislike about it? First, you will talk about your story that you have read or you have watched it through a film, through any TV show, and then you will be talking about it in different ways, like the story. Talk about the story, the characters that were involved in the story, how did the story get itself further, and also you will need to tell that whether you enjoyed it or not. And you will be actually tell about your likings and dislikings about that particular story. Now, it's a very good task. Think about it, give it some time so that we can move forward. Good. I hope that you have done it. Now, let's talk about the first part of our students' learning outcome. Retelling a story. Why do we do that? Why do we need to retell a story that we have just read? Let's see. Retelling is the process of recalling the events that happened in a story in order from the beginning, which means the start, the middle, and the end. Now, it's a process, which means we should be doing it frequently, and we can, by retelling a story, we are actually recalling the story as well. We are memorizing it, we are recalling it, and also in the process of retelling a story, we are also enjoying it again. And we are going to follow an order. My dear learners, you know that every story has a start, a middle part, and an end. So you need to be talking about each aspect, each part of the story very well and in a very clear way. So when you are doing this thing using your own words and understanding, then we can say that you are actually retelling a story in your own words. Now, this is all about retelling a story, telling and retelling. What do you mean by this? We are retelling. The first time we saw it, we understood it, and now we are telling about it to others through writing and through oral communication. Now, let's talk about a book review. When we are reading a book and when we are reading a story, my dear learners, we want to share about it. We want to share our experience, our understanding, and our opinions. So this is why we write book reviews. We review different stories and different books. We talk about it. We talk about our likeness, our dislikeness, our favorite characters, favorite scene, favorite part of the story, etc. Now here you can see a sample book review. Let's see how it is done so that even you can do a book review or a story review after you have gone through it. So first, let's talk about the title. The book that is under reviewed and under the review is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's written by Roald Dahl. He is the author. Here goes your title. And we will be talking about what the book is about. So, the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Roald Dahl the book is about a boy called Charlie. His family is very poor. They don't have much money and they don't have much food. Now, there's a chocolate factory near Charlie's house. It is Willy Wonka's factory. Willy Wonka invites 5 children to visit the chocolate factory. The factory is amazing. One child wins a very special prize. Is Charlie the winner? No. This is all you need to know about the book. It is just an overview, a very quick review of the book itself. Now, the reviewer who has written this review is talking about their favorite character. Let's see. They're saying, my favorite character is Charlie because he is very kind. I don't like the other children because they are horrible. So the reviewer does not like the behavior of other children. The favorite character of the reviewer is Charlie, who is also our main character and our hero or protagonist of the story. Now, let's see. Here is the other part. Now, we are going to talk about the opinion. Is this book good? Should you read it? Is it worth reading or not? Now, the reviewer says, this book is great. I love the incredible chocolates and sweets in the factory. Now, this is an opinion we are talking about. Now, my dear learners, we are going to rate the book. We are rating it with numbers. You can rate it with stars, with numbers, with such kind of scale. So now, let's see. This is part of our students' learning outcome. You need to know that how you could rate a book after that you have read it. Now, I give Charlie and the Chocolate Factory 5 stars. 5 stars means here we are going in the descending order. 5-star means the book is fantastic. 4 stars is very good. 3-star means it's okay. 2 stars is that it is just a bad book, a bad story. And 1 star means it is terrible. You should not be reading it at all. And at the end, you can write your review, write your name, your age, your email address or contact. Now, my dear learners, have you seen the whole process? We wrote the title, the author, we talked about the book firstly, and then we talked about our favorite character, our opinion, and then we rated the book using 5 stars. You can also rate it using numbers 1 to 10, 1 being the highest or 10 being the lowest, or vice versa, 1 being the highest and 10 being the lowest. So you can do it as you please. This is how you review and rate any book, any good story that you have read. Now, here are some prompts, my dear learners. You can share your opinions, your understanding, your likeness or dislikeness. This is what we call opinion. You can share your opinion using these lines, these prompts. First, you can say, I thought the most interesting part of the story was, and then you will write the interesting part of the story. You can say the character I related to most was, or the author's use of language was, and I was surprised when some things happened. The ending of the story made me feel what. So these are some prompts. You can fill them up, read any story, and then follow these sentences, these steps to actually give your review. Now, here, my dear learners, you can see a YouTube link, the simulation video. You can play it later on to learn more about reviewing books, sharing your opinions about stories, etc. When I'm talking about books, I'm also talking about the different stories. I'm talking about fictional books and fictional narratives. Now, for your classroom activity, this will be provided by your teacher, your instructor. Now, my dear learners, you have to watch the given story. It's called Little Red Riding Hood. And you have to retell this story in your own simple words. You have to share your opinions of each character. Think and share with class what would have happened differently in the story. You have to rate the story in the end. Now, the rating system can depend upon your understanding. You can give 5 stars in total, and then you can share your reasons of giving different stars. Now, rating story would tell others how much you like the story, and the rating of others may be different because everyone has their own point of view. If you like a story very much and your friend, your peer doesn't like it, so it is okay. You have to agree to disagree because people have different tastes and different choices. Now, here is a worksheet, my dear learners. You have to take a book, for examples, and read it and also share it with your partner, and you can fill this form to give your and your partner's understanding. You can work both together on this worksheet to get the results. Here, for your homework, my dear learners, you have to read any story and write a clear opinion about the story. You could tell us, did you like it or dislike it? Why? And support your opinion with specific examples from the text. You can rate the story on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest number, the highest star. So be prepared and find your story as quickly as possible to read. It could be a novel, it could be a story of 6 pages, 10 pages, whatever, it depends upon you. Find a very good story and work on it, read it, and share your review, share your opinion, and also rate the book and also tell the reasons of that rating. Thank you so much, my dear learners. You can watch the resources. They will be shared with you very soon in the description of the video. They are already shared, so you can access them and put your knowledge and understanding into practice. I'm your instructor Zia Hamid signing off. I'll see you in the next video lesson. Take care of yourselves and Allah Hafiz.